This is Camp Clash. This is going to be the worst competition ever. This is Camp Clash. This is going to be the worst competition ever. This is Camp Clash. Sponsored by chaos, confusion, and questionable decision-making.
going to your butts.
Here we go!
This is Camp Clash. Now, meet your host, Buddha 2 Dope.
Welcome Wastelanders to Camp Clash, the one and only camp building competition in Fallout 76. You've spent hours decorating your base, days farming screws and weeks pretending you'll clean up your stash box. Now it's time to put all the hoarding, glitch building and poor decision making to the test. Because Camp Clash is not about surviving the wasteland, it's about surviving the judges. But this isn't your average "look what I built" showcase. This is Camp Clash, where creativity meets chaos, where glitches become art, and where someone inevitably forgets to turn off their turrets before the judging starts. Contestants will battle it out across multiple categories: creativity, detail, functionality, the overall impressions, and of course the wow factor. Every camp tells a story. Some tell it beautifully, others spell it wrong in neon signs. Show the wasteland your best, your worst and your most questionable engineered masterpiece. This is Camp Clash, the ultimate test of camp building skill, creativity and emotional damage from too many budget errors. Only one builder will stand victorious, the rest, they'll be remembered forever in the misstep of regret. And joining us from the radioactive heights of Appalachia, a legend, a builder and a person who actually reads patch notes. He has seen it all from floating toilets to functional roller coasters, and he is here to decide which camp reigns supreme.
Now, crashing your apocalypse, it's the maestro of mayhem, the judge from hell. Be prepared for Nux Black Thumb.
And this month, we've brought in a legend, a survivor of bugs, lag and the eternal war against server crashes. He's seen the best camps Appalachia has to offer, which makes him the perfect man for the job. Ladies and gentlemen, wastelanders of all kinds, give it up for our guest judge Nux. So now, it's about that time again. Grab your hammers, brace your blueprints and pray your camp doesn't explode, because Camp Clash is officially kicking off.
This camp by Ghost Stories is so scary, I actually crapped my pants.
Ah yes, another day in Appalachia. Welcome to Ghost Stories Night on Bald Mountain. A build that perfectly captures the phrase, "maybe we went too far." Look at this place. It's like the Night on Bald Mountain met a scrapyard and decided to have a deeply uncomfortable child together. It's part haunted mountain, part abandoned factory, and somehow it works. If nature and industry had a toxic relationship, this is their couple's therapy session. There's a weirdly organic feel to it, like the mountain itself just decided, yeah, I'm tired of being dirt, let's grow some metal. Everything's semi-alive, semi-rustic and 100% unsettling. Honestly, it's what I imagine happens when a super mutant really gets into modern art. The builder clearly made optimal use of the new building system. And by optimal, I mean they probably spent 3 hours fighting the build menu trying to snap one piece of wall into place. Because nothing says creativity like yelling at invisible hitboxes for half a day. But look at the result. Twisting metal, glowing veins of light and enough atmosphere to make Todd Howard proud. You can practically hear the ghost judging your fashion choices as you walk. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to pray here or explode. Maybe both. Every piece feels like it's whispering. I used to be a normal wall before the patch notes broke me. And credit where it's due. This builder knows how to tell a story without saying a word. Every flickering light, every crooked pipe, it all adds up to a weirdly poetic chaos. It's the kind of place where you half expect to find a note that says, "Help, I accidentally merged with a generator." And can we talk about the atmosphere at night? Because when the fog rolls in and the light starts flickering, it feels like ghosts of every failed daily ops are gathering for a staff meeting. You just know the Mothman hovers over this place like, finally someone gets my aesthetic. Now if you're wondering what the theme is, it's basically Night on Bald Mountain, but make it Fallout. It's cinematic, dramatic and slightly terrifying, which coincidentally is also how I describe most of my play sessions. The use of natural terrain combined with industrial scrap really sells it. It's semi-organic, like if Mother Nature got a workshop tab. You can't tell where the earth ends and the scaffolding begins. It's all just beautifully confusing. The new build system really shines here. Well, shines about 15 crashes and a missing staircase. But once you survive that ordeal, you get a camp like this. A perfect example of what next gen builders can do. Or, depending on your point of view, a warning of what happens when you have too much power. This is the pinnacle of the new generation of camp builders. People who don't just slap down walls, they craft experiences. They look at the pile of rusted junk and think, yeah, that could be art, if it glows enough. So there you have it. Ghost Stories, a chilling, creative and slightly unhinged masterpiece. It's weird, it's wonderful and is probably haunted by the ghosts of everyone who tried to load this camp on a console or PC. Would I live here? Absolutely not. But would I visit for the vibe and immediately regret it? Every single time. Ghost Stories, you have proven that in Fallout 76 you don't need peace and stability, you just need a good fog machine and crippling artistic ambition.
Have a yabba dabba do time with Moonlight Cowboy.
Moonlight Cowboy. A builder whose camps are so clean and polished you'd think they found a way to mod Windex into Fallout 76. And this one, well, this one takes us back. Back before the nukes, before raiders, before even roofs. Yes folks, we're going prehistoric. That moment you see it, you know exactly what's channeling. That's right, Hanna-Barbera's The Flintstones. A simpler time when cars ran on foot power and housing regulations were probably just don't get eaten by a dinosaur. And here it is, perfectly recreated in the Wasteland. Because when the world ends, why not bring back the Stone Age too? Now we've gotta hand it to Moonlight Cowboy. The use of those fake boulders is absolutely top tier. Most of us use them to hide the fact that our walls don't line up, but this builder turned them into art. It's got that perfect cartoonish vibes. You'd half expect Fred Flintstone to come running out screaming "Yabba Dabba Doomsday!" And look at the texture work. It's so smooth and clean, it makes the rest of Appalachia look like it's been left in the microwave for too long. Seriously, everything else in this game looks like it survived 3 nuclear blasts, and then there's this build sitting here like it's sponsored by Bedrock Realty. Inside, it's just as charming. You've got that prehistoric cartoon style, soft shapes, bright tones and the faint aroma of 1960s optimism. It's cozy, it's funny, and it's just the right amount of ridiculous. Because let's be honest, if you're not building something ridiculous in Fallout 76, what are you even doing? Moonlight Cowboy is known for clean builds, and this one is no exception. Everything's perfectly aligned, beautifully placed, and probably making other builders cry quietly into their camp budgets. Even the lighting is on point, soft, warm, and just unrealistic enough to feel like a cartoon. You can tell there's intention behind every rock, every angle, every floor piece that actually snaps together. Which, let's be honest, is a small miracle itself. From the outside, it feels like a Flintstone episode that accidentally wandered into the Fallout universe. The mixture of prehistoric shapes and post-apocalyptic junk shouldn't work, but somehow it absolutely does. It's that weird, beautiful chaos energy, and only the best camp builders can pull that off. You can almost imagine a Jetson crossover here, just slap a flying car on top of it and call it Flintstones after the bomb. 10 out of 10 would watch. And credit where it's due. This camp catches Hanna-Barbera's energy perfectly. It's colorful, funny, nostalgic, and somehow doesn't make my GPU cry in the process. Which again is a technical achievement. At night it gets even better. The glow, the color balance, it's like watching Saturday morning cartoons through the lens of nuclear despair. It's cheerful, but also makes you question your life choices, and that's exactly the vibe we want. Every part of this place feels deliberate. There's a confidence here, that rare kind of builder who doesn't just throw things together and hope it looks okay. No, Moonlight Cowboy has a plan. And that plan is apparently to make the rest of us feel deeply inadequate. So here's to Moonlight Cowboy, bringing color, shape and prehistoric joy to the Wasteland. It's silly, it's stylish, and it's smoother than half the textures in this game. Moonlight Cowboy's Flintstone camps prove that even after the apocalypse there is still room for a little nostalgia, a lot of rocks and one seriously stylish caveman.
All aboard the Appalachian Express by Terminus.
Choo-choo! That's right folks, all aboard the Terminus Express. Because apparently, even after the end of the world, someone decided the Wasteland still needs a first-class rail service. And who else but Terminus to pull that off? This builder has taken the idea of a train camp and turned it into something genuinely impressive. And not just impressive for Fallout, I mean, how is this even possible with these building mechanics impressive? You'll find it perfectly placed along the train tracks, like it belongs there. Which, let's be real, is rare in this game. Most of us try to build near the tracks and end up with a half-hole floating in the air and a Brahmin stuck in the caboose. But not here. Terminus somehow made it all look intentional. It's a wonderfully executed build in a perfect location. The kind of camp that makes you stop mid-journey, forget what you're doing and just stare like, yeah, somebody actually thought this through. The structure, the layout, the angles, it's all so polished it almost feels wrong in Fallout. Like this train escaped from another game entirely. And the detail, oh the detail. Every pipe, panel and rivet feels deliberate. You can tell Terminus spent hours figuring out how to make every piece fit together seamlessly. It's the kind of precision that makes other builders question their life choices and available free time. As you travel along the tracks, you'll just stumble across it. The massive, beautiful mechanical monument. And immediately you can't help but admire it. It looks so natural sitting there, you half expect it to start moving and run over for trespassing. Inside, it's got that classy old world charm. It's elegant but still rugged, before accidentally plowing through a super mutant camp. The interior design is consistent with that rich travel-worn vibe, warm lighting, carefully chosen props, and an overall sense that this train actually goes somewhere. Not physically, of course. This is Fallout, but spiritually, emotionally, and maybe a little existentially. There's also something cinematic about the location. The way the light hits the metal, the fog drifting across the tracks, it's just that old western meets industrial aesthetic that's just fit for the Fallout world perfectly. Everything about it says, welcome aboard, now please admire my craftsmanship and ignore the Deathclaw outside. It's a builder taking a simple concept and absolutely perfecting it. It's confident, it's grounded, and it doesn't need gimmicks, it's just good. At night, the camp really shines. The lighting glows like the embers of an old world memory, a relic from before the bombs. Still moving along its endless trek in spirit. It's haunting, but also strangely comforting. And honestly, that's what makes Terminus stand out. The attention to atmosphere, the ability to make the Wasteland feels alive, even when it's just a train going nowhere. So yeah, this builds a journey in itself. It's creative, it's clean, and it's another reminder of what makes this community awesome. A real classy train built with patience, skill, and a hint of madness. Would I ride it? Sure, but only if there's a snack cart. And no random encounters on board. Kudos to you, Terminus. You've built something timeless, a rolling monument to detail, dedication, and the unstoppable power of I wonder if I can build a train. Terminus, all aboard the Apocalypse Express.
This camp by Goldfinger is so scary. I'd rather gouge out my eyes than trick or treat here.
What we've got here is a wonderful medieval Halloween camp. And I say wonderful in that slightly nervous tone you use when you're admiring something that looks like it might come alive and eat you. It's dark, it's moody, and it's got that eerie someone definitely got sacrificed here energy. The theming, absolutely on point. It's like someone took a haunted castle, threw it in the blender with a pumpkin patch and said, yeah, this feels about right for Fallout. Goldfinger managed to capture that perfect mix of spooky, stylish, and slightly unhinged. You can't tell this wasn't just thrown together. This is the kind of camp where every skull, candle, and cobweb was placed with precision of a necromancer doing interior design. Some might even say it's too brutal to watch, and they'd be right. There are moments in here where you half expect a ghoul to crawl out and ask for a manager, but hey, that's Halloween for you. If it's not making you mildly uncomfortable, you're not doing it right. Inside it feels like a medieval fever dream. You got a flickering torches, blood red lighting, and more skeletons than your stash after a bad trade deal. There's story here too. A sense of tragedy, maybe revenge, or maybe just a decorator who got way too into Halloween spirit. Every corridor feels deliberate, every prop has meaning. It's not just spooky, it's cinematic. It's the kind of camp that makes you want to lower the brightness, put on some ambient thunder sound, and pretend you're in Fallout version of Dark Souls. And that's the thing with Goldfinger. They don't just build camps, they stage them. You can tell there's a story behind this one. You don't even need dialogue. You just walk in and think, yeah, something terrible happened here, and I'd like to see more of it, please. The lighting, of course, is immaculate. Goldfinger knows how to make a glow feel ghostly without going full disco ball. There's that perfect Halloween balance. Enough light to see the horror, but not enough to escape it. And honestly, it's impressive, because lighting in Fallout 76 can be either candlelit masterpiece or a nuclear flashlight to the face. Yet somehow Goldie nailed it. It's moody, atmospheric and just the right level of cursed. The build itself used clever merges throughout. Things that shouldn't fit together do. Things that probably broke 5 times during placement also do. It's witchcraft. Literal architectural witchcraft. And the result is stunning. You can spot this camp from a distance, the eerie orange glow, the gothic silhouette, and you immediately know, yep, that's a Goldfinger build. You don't even need a map marker, just follow the screams and tasteful ambient lighting. But what I really love is that this camp tells a story. There's a narrative here. You can feel it in the way the rooms flow, in the props, in the atmosphere. It's not just a place to hang out, it's a whole medieval horror short film disguised as a camp. You could imagine knights, ghosts and villagers all trapped in an endless loop of spooky, irradiated misery, which coincidentally is exactly how I feel during server lag. So yeah, this is Halloween Goldfinger style, a build that's equal part artistic, haunting and beautifully disturbing. It's the kind of camp that makes you want to clap and also double check that your door's locked. Would I live here? Absolutely not. But would I tour it once a week just to feel something? Definitely. Kudos to you, Goldfinger, you've managed to make Halloween feel both nostalgic and terrifying. It's eerie, it's brutal and it's exactly what the Wasteland needed. A haunted fairy tale built out of fear, fog and some unreasonable number of decorative skulls.
Holy crap, the Akiras have done it again.
Ah yes, the Akiras. You know you're in for something special, and by special I mean you'll start questioning why you even bother building at all. Because let's be honest, whenever the Akiras drop a new camp, the rest of us collectively sigh and go, well, I guess I'll scrap mine again. I don't even know what to say about this one except it's incredibly detailed, like offensively detailed. You can practically see the builder whispering to each piece, snap, snap you little bastards, until it finally sits exactly where it's supposed to. It's a classic Akira's move. Every inch of this camp looks like it was planned 3 months in advance and executed with surgical precision. Meanwhile, my camps look like a Brahmin just sneezed during constructions. You could spot one of their camps from a mile away. That soft cinematic glow, the way the shadows hit the walls just right. It's like the Wasteland decided to hire a professional photographer. And it's not just pretty, it's cohesive. Every piece feels like it belongs here. There is a flow to it, a rhythm, like the camp itself has a pulse, and that pulse is telling you, you'll never build like this, but it's okay, keep trying. What's crazy is that the Akiras make it look effortless. Like they just woke up one day, opened their workshop and said, yeah, I think I'll casually redefine build quality again today. Meanwhile, I'm still out here fighting the terrain tool like it owes me money. The clever merges in this camp are unreal. It's like a puzzle that somehow assembles itself. You look at it and think, there is no way it actually allowed by the game. But there it is, laughing in the face of every player who ever tried to stack 2 carpets. It's detailed, it's smart and it's got that distinct Akira's fingerprint all over it. Even if you didn't know who built it, you'd see it from a distance and go, oh yeah, that's one of those. You know a builder has style when you can recognize their work without being told. That's the Akira's effect. It's not just a camp, it's a signature. A glowing, perfectly framed, slightly intimidating signature. Every time they build, it feels like an art exhibit that accidentally spawned inside Fallout 76. You walk through it, half expecting a curator to hand you a pamphlet and whisper, "This piece represents post-apocalyptic hope." Meanwhile, I'm just hoping my camp doesn't explode when I place a rug. But seriously, watching the Akiras work with this new building system is a blessing. They're pushing the limits of what's possible and making it look easy. And every time they release something new, it reminds the rest of us how far the game's creativity has come and how far behind we are. So yeah, I don't really know what to say about this camp other than it's flawless. It's detailed, perfectly lit and irritatingly good. It's the kind of build that makes you proud to be part of the community and mildly resentful that you'll never build like that. Would I live here? Sure, if the Akiras let me. But I probably track dirt on the floor and ruin the aesthetic.
Remember these builders, because they rock. Shameless trouble. NigauD. mr-robotti. Six Samurai. Curse the Trapper.
And there you have it, Wastelanders. The camps have clashed, turrets have fired, and yes, at least one generator exploded. The judges have seen it all, every glitchy staircase, every neon sign, every suspicious teddy bear. Now it all comes down to one camp, one champion. Stay tuned because the camp clash winner is about to be revealed.
Let's find out who we are going to see back at the World Championship. Ghost Stories. Congratulations. We will see you at the World Championship.
Congratulations, Ghost Stories. Your camp came out on top. Now let's take a look at the top 5 of this month.
Wait a minute. Moonlight Cowboy is already challenging the World Championship. That means that another contestant secured a spot. Congratulations to the Akiras.
And there you have it, Wastelanders. History has been made. The Akiras and Ghost Stories have secured their spot in the World Championship, proving that hard work, scrap and maybe a little bit of radiative luck really do pay off. As the dust settles and the generators cool, it's time to say goodbyes for this month. We've laughed, we've gasped, we've stared at stairs that lead absolutely nowhere and somehow survived it. Thank you to every builder, every judge and every Wastelander who cheered, critiqued and occasionally rage quit with us. The camps were wild, the chaos was real and the memories absolutely legendary. Rest up, stock your scrap and get ready, because the next chapter of Camp Clash is just around the corner.
Submit your camp for the golden ticket raffle to get a chance to secure a spot in the World Championship. Want to compete? Then join our Discord and submit your camp, or check out other awesome builds from the community. Link is in the description. Consider subscribing to this channel for more dope camp content. See you in the next episode of Camp Clash.